Welcome back to The Five. All right, so is there a climate crisis? Well, the media seems to think so. Here's what they've been saying.
Extreme weather blew March 2012 into the record books. It saw almost 3 times the average number of reported tornadoes.
The rising temperatures may create ideal conditions for more severe thunderstorms and tornadoes. 223 twisters reported in March alone, a month which typically sees 80. Researchers predicted a tiny heat spike could result in 10,000 additional deaths a year.
Oh my God, you scared me.
Did I scare you, Kimberly? Well, the media is trying to scare you. Are you scared?
I'm frightened of them, the MSM. Yeah, they don't know what they're talking about. 42% of Americans say that they exaggerate, big exaggerator, shame on you, about the threat of global warming and all that.
Well, they've changed. First it was global warming. Now it's climate change. Bob, I want you to take a look at a cover of Time magazine in 1977, one of your favorite decades. You were out partying. The Big Freeze.
Right, and that's not snow.
Now, I thought we were getting warmer, but in the 70s it was, look out, we're all going to freeze.
Well, let me just first say, I want to apologize to all the viewers of The Five for the flat earth people that we have around this table, except for me. Anybody who can believe that you can put billions, hundreds of billions of tons of carbon dioxide up into the atmosphere during the industrial period in this world and doesn't think that it affects the climate have got to be kidding yourselves.
Weren't you the same round earth people that were saying that the BP the accident was going to cause massive damage that wasn't going to be fixed for tens of decades?
No.
Where's all the oil, Bob?
Well, it's down. I'd say it is down at the bottom of the Gulf.
No, just like when we put tons of carbon dioxide in there.
You know, the Earth can usually fix itself, except when you're around. And I'm telling you something. It is. There are certain things that you cannot deny, and that is that you pollute this atmosphere every day in massive amounts. And as the world gets more and more industrialized, and we've had 10 of the last 11 years have been the highest temperatures on record.
Well, Can I hop in here? Because, Bob, you say flat Earth all the time, and this is why the debate over climate change is disintegrating. No one cares anymore because Al Gore has trafficked in hysteria and panic. The American public is suffering from panic fatigue. There could be an actual debate about this. There will never be a debate because you call people like me a flat earther. You're saying it's the warmest ever? In 150 years. 150 years is this much of 3 million years. It was been warmer and warmer before there were SUVs.
How big was it?
I wouldn't do that to you,
and
Bob.
It's freezing in here every day, just so you know.
It's absolute.
There's nothing flat about us.
It's not heresy to point out it's been warmer prior to 150 years. That's not heresy. That's not flat Earth.
And let's please point out that cover of Time magazine. Inside that cover of that was an article with a chart showing what they called the impending or the imminent ice age that was going to follow, and it was the left saying because of whatever policy was going on the right, the Earth was cooling too fast.
For a guy who loves animals, they're taking polar bears. There's no place for polar bears to go anymore, so they're actually having to bring them into zoos.
I'm going to side with Bob a little bit here, because if you read all of the polls, if you read the liberal think tanks, the conservative think tanks, the middle-of-the-road think tanks, there is a majority of Americans who think something is happening. But here's the issue, Bob. They don't think it's a crisis. That number has gone down, looking at a Pew study, very fair polling, with a large sample. 2006, much higher number. 77% believe in it. 43% think it's serious. Now that's down to 63% and only 38% respectively. So people think something's happening. They just don't think this is this alarmist crisis that we need to spend taxpayer dollars to fix.
Can I say something about this? Even if there is global warming and it's going at a slight point, sliver of Celsius, even though science is measured by Kelvin, even if it's a slight, it's good for human beings. If a polar bear dies, I don't feel bad. Honestly, I don't.
Now you've done it.
I don't. No, human beings, when temperature goes up, human beings live longer. When you have cold spells across countries, people die.
You're very upset.
No, because I'm tired of the flat Earth baloney.
I take that back. I take that back in your case.
Oh my gosh! Just because he's like being mad at you.
No.
Take it back over here too.
No, I won't.
We're not flat. Look at us.
Greg still believes you could fall off the edge of the.
No, he
does not.
No, he does not.
But why don't we do a cost benefit? Why won't the left let us do a cost benefit analysis of what Greg was talking about? about.
But the
all
facts
of us
don't
getting rid of our
support
cars,
them.
using wheels,
because the
unicycles.
Kimberly's right. The facts
You
won't
guys say
support
the
it.
deficit's
Because
so
the facts
dangerous. I
won't
say this is
support
much more
their
dangerous than
argument.
deficit.
They're afraid of having actual, some real
don't-
studies with credibility.
Don't forget who funds all these studies and all these research projects.
The government.
The government.
The
And if they
government.
don't have something to hang their head on,
Socialist
No,
they
so oil
can't fund
companies.
all this
Right.
fugazi
So oil companies.
science.
Well,
Socialist cooties.
the data
you
has been
say
so
fugazi
hopelessly
science?
politicized. I don't think we're ever going to have a fair debate on this. But coming up,
Why you keep
the
touching
shopping
me?
details of what could be the craziest and most bizarre crime spree ever. How a fugitive racked up 11 felonies, including stealing a taser, cross-dressing, and an epic showdown. And I'll tell you what, this person is not sitting around this table, contrary to what you're thinking. Stick around.